Welcome, dear brothers and sisters, to our Orthodox channel. The Apostle Paul tells us, "Bear one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Christ." What does this mean? Each person has their own weaknesses. One is quick-tempered, another easily offended, a third prone to laziness, a fourth to envy. We all carry inner wounds, passions, sins, and flaws of character, which often become a burden not only for ourselves but also for those around us. And so the Apostle calls us not to reject our neighbor because of his weakness, not to condemn or turn away, but rather to bear. That is, to endure with love and to help overcome his shortcomings. The Holy Fathers explain that this word bear is like when someone takes upon himself the heavy load of another in order to make his journey easier. For Christ himself took upon himself the burden of our sins and weaknesses, thus showing us an example. To fulfill the law of Christ means to imitate his sacrificial love. In our daily lives, this is manifested very concretely. For example, in a family, a husband sees that his wife is irritable, and instead of responding sharply to sharpness, he endures in humility, prays for her, and with gentleness seeks to smooth out conflicts. Or a wife endures a husband who is not always attentive or responsible, but instead of constantly reproaching him, she supports him and helps him rise. Thus both of them fulfill the law of Christ, for they bear one another's burdens. Another example. In a workplace there may be a person inclined to gossip or judgment. The easiest reaction is to push him away. "I don't want to deal with you." But the Apostle teaches otherwise. We should endure with love, gently admonish, and pray for him. Why should we judge others? Then, through our patience, our neighbor may gradually improve. To bear another's weaknesses does not mean to agree with sin or to indulge evil. It means to understand that we ourselves are also weak. If today we are strong in one area, tomorrow we may fall in another. As St. John Chrysostom says, "Let no one boast over another's fall, for he himself may have even heavier ones." When we endure our neighbor, we imitate the patience of the Lord, of the Mother of God, and of the saints, who never despised a person because of his weaknesses, but rather had compassion. Patience and love do not always bring quick results, but they purify our hearts from pride. True Christian life is not isolation from people, not the search for perfect surroundings, but living together with other weak people like ourselves. The Lord intentionally allows us to encounter inconvenient people, so that through them we may learn humility, compassion, and long-suffering, and cease from judgment. This is the fulfillment of the law of Christ, the law of love.